What's up, everyone? Juicy J, Dude, Let's Chat, of course, here with Isaac, and here with Audie Froggy Casey himself from Work in Progress. Sadly, Brent couldn't be here with us this evening. Here to talk about Bleach Thousand Year Blood War episodes 1 and 2. Had to miss the first one because of some schedule issues, but we're here today to kick it off right. As the first episode was kind of more of an introduction slash aftermath situation for everything that was happening and build up to what the Quincy's were going to be doing. And now we're into the nitty gritty. Guys, how are y'all doing this evening?
I am doing
Doing great.
I'm doing phenomenal.
I'm glad, guys. So, I mean, obviously y'all are here, so obviously y'all have watched the first two episodes.
hmm
What were your initial thoughts? Like coming back into it, first episode to second episode, how are y'all feeling about it? Audie, we'll start with you, the guest.
Oh my gosh. Well, I'm definitely looking forward to it. I will admit I love the art style that they're doing right now.
Mm.
After the old series, you never really saw the dynamic art style, and there's a lot of dark colors in this new season, and even in the beginning of Thousand Year Blood War, when things were like hitting heavy, there were a lot of like really dark colors, and the red was kind of just like outlining the characters, but you could really actually see it in episode 2.
Mm.
But I'm looking forward because I do love that whole power shift of I'm the better one, no I'm the better one, no I'm the better one, and that's kind of where we're at right now, especially with the war actually starting just now.
Da-da. Yeah, it's definitely a very interesting start with and it's almost like this tactic versus tactic, you know. It's given
hmm
some Death Note vibes with actual good pacing. No offense to Death Note, you know, where it's like, yeah, both sides know. Ice, what did you think about it?
I thought they were good, but the first episode where it kind of gives a backstory and how everything kind of. I mean, not the first episode. Wait, was that the first episode? I'm mixing them up. I watched them like. So wait, was it the last episode before the end of the season? That was the one with his mom, right? They showed the backstory with his parents.
Second last episode, because in the last episode was him reforging his Zanpakuto.
Correct.
Right. Correct. Right. Okay. So I just want to touch back on that one. I thought that was kind of nice how they did that because I don't think I was there to touch on that with you guys, was I?
Mm-mm. No, you didn't make it
That
to the
one I
last
don't
one.
believe so, no.
Yeah. So I just said that I thought that was pretty cool where they kind of
Yeah.
showed that backstory and how basically Ichigo is a product of Blade. Thought that
Mm-hmm.
was kind of tight. Um. Uh. I mean, it's slowed down a lot, like in regards to pacing, which is nice. It's not bad. I mean, the season started off with super hot fire, literally. Things popping off, and now I kind of like that. You kind of find out Ichigo's Zanpakuto wasn't really his Zanpakuto.
Mhm.
So we were having a discussion before the recording, just pointing out some things that we're going to bring up and look forward to a short kind of going into more detail with it. But yeah, the fact that Zongetsu is actually an aspect of Yavak, you know, that
Yeah,
is absolutely amazing.
yeah. And the reason I'm touching that is because, like, even though they're still like in the present, that they're still referencing how everything's tied to the past and whatnot. And of course, this is Ichigo going Super Saiyan God. Got the blue lights and going and whatnot. It's. I mean, he's the hero, but it's still kind of fun. It's still
It,
a good time.
it's also kind of interesting to, if you're wanting to go with that aspect, it's very interesting that Evok, even just an aspect of himself, is willing to change his mind on what he thought at the very beginning.
Mm.
Mhm. Yeah, and also my teeth hurt after watching that.
Oh,
You're chattering a little bit too much, huh?
Oh, like that. When ah, you see that person rip it.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, like okay. No wonder you don't make that many Zonkpak That's painful.
hmm. I mean, it definitely was interesting, the ending of last season, of course, and then coming into this season. Funnily enough, Isaac, I don't think you read the manga, correct?
Never have I ever.
Well, for this, like they showed a lot more each. They've shown a lot more each go in 2 episodes than there should be at this point. Definitely should be training, of course, so he can fight Yavak. But at the same time, he's not usually walking. He was never walking down this weird spatial thing and stuff like that. It's literally he's training somehow, some way. We don't really see it, and then he's just supposed to be there like, hey, I've trained guys. So it is nice to be seeing that, and most likely they're going to be showcasing a little more as to what he's going through in the middle of this well, I guess third technically invasion. So I'm looking forward to what's coming next. And of course, like I said, the first episode was just this introductory slash aftermath thing, kind of preparing for everything. This episode, we got to kick it off with Hitsugai and Rangiku fighting against Boss B. And we got Soifo and Nomieda over there fighting against BG9. So I guess and there's other interactions, of course,
No, I
but
just realized something. I'll
oh
tell you
yeah.
later though. I just realized
Oh,
something.
okay,
No,
okay,
I'll tell you
okay.
later.
But
No, it's
definitely these fights are
I've
picking
made
up.
a grave error,
Oh, okay.
but I'm here for it. I'm still here for it though. I ain't gonna change nothing.
Oh, okay, okay. I so in either case, looking forward to the fights coming on with it. Obviously, seeing the captains without their Bankais back in action was really awesome. Was there anything that really stuck out, especially in the second episode, to y'all?
Well, I'm not gonna have a comment on it because old dude here didn't realize I didn't watch the most recent episode, so I'm just gonna hear and listen.
I love it, man. I love it. Well, then, hey, now at this point becomes a spoiler-free talk. So, Casey, in the most
No
vague,
spoiler free, no spoiler free.
ambiguous, in the most vague and ambiguous way
No,
possible.
no, stay to the script, keep it
So,
going.
kick to the script. I got you, bro. So, Casey, it's sad that Odahime died, right? No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Just like
Hold on.
it just hit him. No, but no. Was there anything that stuck out to you, Casey?
Well, I think it stuck out to me that Rukia was pregnant, first of all. I mean, who could have guessed that?
That was a weird time. That's a weird time that they're trying to make her fight
Hmm.
because that wasn't even a part of the
And
manga, really. I mean,
right,
I know it
especially
was. Go ahead, go ahead. Yeah, no.
I was gonna say, especially since I'm just fucking with ice on this now.
Yeah, no. Like
So
now we're just messing with him. You need to watch the
Actually,
episode.
you know what's funny is like now you guys can go whatever, and I'm just gonna be like, yes,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's kind of
And then
weird, huh?
and then I go and then I go watch it. I'm like, Rukia is not even in this episode.
so
Chat
in all
became a
honesty,
pacifist. Like,
in all honesty, there really isn't anything spoiler-ish in the episode. It, as I stated at the very beginning, it's just tactics. We know you and you know us, so now they're trying to figure out who's going to win based off of, just intelligence. And that's literally all the episode has been about. And I'm kind of curious. I know how things go in the manga, and I'm just wondering how it's going to be portrayed. The whole power struggle of, well, you do this, so we're going to do this, but then you do this because you predicted it. So, but we predicted what you predicted. And it's just kind of like, that's the whole thing right now. And I'm not going to lie, I actually do enjoy that. Like the whole thing with the head of the research, the captain of the research division. And
Koichichi?
yes, and the fact that he literally just walks out of the room and everything's glowing, which by the way, I love how they portray that because I just love that even in the manga where he's just like glowing the entire time. And even like even the Quincy that he was going up against was just like, yep, fuck this. I'm not dealing with this bullshit.
Yeah,
So
yeah. He already
it's
knows.
very interesting watching.
Yeah,
As well as the fact that the captains are going up against their opposites, and that was pre-planned beforehand. So it's like, okay, how are they going to go through this?
so Ice, I know you haven't seen it, but let me tell you, it is a pretty good watch on both cases of it.
Yep.
Shunsui,
Well,
obviously. is one of my favorites, and him being the captain now, I think he's doing his best not to be his old self. You can definitely see where he's matured, and I am really looking forward to more of that. Go ahead, man. Sorry.
Well, from what I've seen, since I feel now like I don't feel bad, but I feel kind of guilty now since I wasn't even prepared, and the person that was is not even here anymore.
You're prepared for trolling, not Bleach, okay?
Yeah.
But yeah, no. It, God, I feel so left. I feel out of place now.
This is what you get. This is reap what you sow. Shame,
I,
honestly. Everybody, just
I,
shame. Shame.
I would
Where's
take
my
it. I would
bell?
take it.
Ring the bell for shame. Ding,
You
ding,
let me find that
shame.
bell. If I find that bell, I'm
Okay.
ringing it.
Okay, so but I do got questions. Because you're saying the captains are going against their counterparts, right?
Yes.
There we go. Shame.
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 Ding, ding.
Shame, Isaac.
Nah, he still
Hey,
has his clothes on. He needs to walk through town naked.
take it all off.
No, but go ahead. What's your
So,
question, bro?
okay, so you said all the captains are going against their counterparts, and
Not all of them, but the ones who have
or
already fought so far,
Mhm.
except
okay,
for the ones that aren't there.
so because so are the other captains, are they still off in training
Yeah, for the most part.
at this point?
Yeah.
Yes and no.
Okay, yes
We've
and
got
no.
so the only two captains that started fighting so far are Soy Phone going against old dude BG9 that has her power, and Rangiku and Hitsugaya, who started fighting a guy named Boz B, who is a flame user that's really strong, but then it switched out to the person who stole his, which his name
Mhm.
is escaping me. So,
Oh, okay, that's interesting.
mhm.
So basically, so is it just the captains that are going at each other right now, or
Yeah,
not at
it's
each other, but
it's
the is
There's
everyone else still
also
licking their wounds?
there is. I mean, the war is literally happening
yeah,
as
so
the
like a
captains are
lot of people are
facing each
fighting.
other. They do show they do show scenes of like the lesser users, the people inside the squads fighting the other Quincy's that are just run of the mill soldiers, but
Mhm.
no full on names right now.
Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
nothing too big, just all these different fight sequences starting. So we're interested, of course, to see how this is going to play out. At the very end of the second episode, they left it on pretty much a cliffhanger for people who are just watching, not reading. Of course, people who read who know what's going on here. Um, where Koretsuchi, the science captain of Squad 12, pretty much got a call from Urahara saying, "I know how to regain Bankais again and protect them." Was is
Mhm.
how what he's insinuating, but and so we're pretty much kicking straight off with it. Plus, it's going pretty quick. We were talking about beforehand, and shout out to Brent for noticing this and pointing it out. But it was like 5 chapters gone through, on episode 2. We're really excited to
Nice.
continue to see where it's going to be and where it may end up for this core, and we're really looking forward to following it out. So, I guess we're going to do final thoughts with Casey and myself. Casey, what were your final thoughts of the episodes and the start, and of course, this episode 2? What are you thinking so far?
Honestly, as I said, like I understand that this is just a power play. I predict you predicted my prediction, so I predicted your prediction of my prediction kind of thing.
Mhm.
I'm enjoying it.
Sasuke for Zitachi.
Exactly. I'm definitely enjoying it, and I do want to see where it happens. And I think Jeremiah, you know exactly where my mind is going. I was so hyped for it last season. I got it last season. You know what I want to see this season. There's just
So,
no downplay. I want to see
so,
Kenpachi.
Yeah.
I want to see his Bankai.
so I have a question for both of you, right? Since I haven't seen the last episodes, would you say I'm just more on the quality kind of thing, right? Because some anime start off super hot, they take a little hiatus, they come back and it kind of just stutters a bit before it revs back up.
Mhm.
Would you say this one would see like the quality and is still pretty seamless in regards to like it's
How it
not
started?
too yeah. Would
Yeah.
you say like you're still keeping up with that? Like it's nothing has really gone down in quality in regards to story or none of that? Because you said they put 5 chapters within 2 episodes, right? So I'm
Mhm.
assuming they must have cut out a lot of stuff.
Not
Not really.
really. So
No,
one thing we noted in the last core, and it is kind of happening here, is there's a lot less internal monologuing happening.
Mhm.
So a lot of things are either stated out in the open as they're supposed to be, or it's thought out in a very quick, situation.
so as someone who's never watched or read it,
Hmm.
they would be fine.
Oh yeah, no, this is
Oh yeah.
definitely going a correct pacing. They're switching a few things around, very, very minimal,
Mhm.
but
Okay,
it's still doing pretty good. Like the beginning of this had them all holding a baby. That there's this whole it's a lot of imagery towards like Yavok's like start, you know? And that's not supposed to happen for like way later. So for it to be there, it's them just kind of repositioning things. And I think that's just fine. I think you're going to do just fine just watching it. I think it's doing really well in its fight
Uh,
scenes, in its presentation, and some new mechanics that they're
be-
doing.
yeah. Because the reason I asked that is because like right now I'm currently rewatching Bleach. Like on episode like 180 because
Hmm.
I'm you know I told you I stopped watching it after the Aizen fight because I was told there was nothing but fillers until the last episode.
Yeah.
So you said there was a lot I missed in between that were actually still canon. Has
Yeah.
anything been touched on yet?
No.
Okay.
No.
I will say this. I think that you should definitely watch. Well, it kicks back up to canon. You do need to know about the executioners. So like the Fullbring arc, the technical last arc, you do need to know about. But before that, I understand if you're just going for canon, then obviously jump around and watch it. But I would heavily, heavily recommend if there are two filler arcs that you should watch. It is the Muramasa arc, which is fantastic, and the I call it the Soul Mod arc. I'd have to go and see the actual name of it,
That one was
but
great.
the
I
Soul
know what
Mod
you're talking
arc is
about. That
fantastic
was great.
because in the
Mhm.
middle of that arc, they made the promise. They made the promise that they were not going to use reused animations anymore for the fight scenes, and it really showcases in that arc and going forward. There is not a single sword swing or connection or fight that is like the whole fast moving and you're just assuming it's a bunch of attacks all at
The
once. Everything. Yeah,
Dragon Ball Z fight
they got
style.
away from that and they have not gone back. I still respect them for doing that and I love it. So,
Mhm.
but guys, I guess that's my last thing. Is like I loved it. Looking forward to the next episode. Hopefully, we'll get more of the fights. Add some more fights that we know are coming up for myself and Casey. Ice, shame. You need to
I'll be
go
ready. I'm
and
ready for
watch
the
that.
next one.
You need to go
I'll
Ding
watch
be
that.
ding.
I
So,
know what
man,
screwed me was that I was watching it dubbed. And I
that's fair.
remember when we talked, I was like, are they going hand in hand? And you were like, yeah. So once I saw the dub episodes like done, I was like, oh, I guess I'm good then.
They
And
were.
then as he was talking, like, I don't remember that. So I went to sub and I was like, oh.
No, they're not. This one's not hand in hand. They're doing more simulcast stuff, but this one is 2 weeks behind to 3 weeks behind. So,
Okay, well
Casey,
then I'll go back to sub.
thank you for being here. Uh, Usually we have y'all call it out and say it's a work in progress. They're awesome. It's work in progress, SLO, all one word on their YouTube channel. They do a lot of amazing reviews. We're, of course, doing the anime talks for Zom 100 and Rurouni Kenshin this summer. Come and check that out. As for us, we're Dude Let's Chat. Games, movies, and all things in between. We do a lot of different things, such as this Bleach recording that we're doing. We're going to be doing some live streaming of our Wheel of Game Pass coming up pretty soon. So look forward to that and
This
some other
week.
shorts. Yeah. And some of our podcasts on your favorite podcasting platforms. You can find us on TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, and of course, YouTube, and every podcasting platform that you're probably listening to. If you're not, put it in the comments below. Maybe we can change it out and tell us what you thought about the episode. Guys, thank you for coming along. Thank you for being here, Casey. Brent, we
Awesome.
miss you.
And one more thing, put bells in the comments to shame me.
Yeah, put bells in the comments of shame, my man. Till next time,
Mhm.
stay happy, stay healthy, stay beautiful.